Prof Yusuf blasts Tinubu's reckless appointment as they disproportionately favor his ethnic group. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post our juicy news update, please click on the notification bell. Elder statesman Prof Usman Yusuf has criticized President Bola Tinubu's recent appointment as reckless and dangerous, noting that they have been disproportionately in favor of his ethnic group. In an interview, Yusuf expressed concern that Tinubu's action did not adequately reflect Nigeria's diversity, as the appointments were shamelessly top-heavy towards one of the country's 6 geopolitical zones. He emphasized that this approach was insensitive and risky, particularly considering that President Tinubu lost his home state in a contested election. The interview covered a range of critical issues facing Nigeria, shedding light on the elder statesman's perspective on these challenges. On economic challenges and insecurity, Prof. Yusuf expressed his deep concern about the state of Nigeria's economy, likening it to being in the intensive care unit (ICU). He highlighted several key issues, including high inflation, a growing debt burden, dwindling foreign reserves, high governing costs, insecurity, and rampant corruption. He called on the government to prioritize addressing the root causes of insecurity, emphasizing the interconnection of issues such as corruption, bad governance, poverty, illiteracy, and more with the security situation. On socio-economic divides, he said, while discussing Nigeria's socio-political landscape, Prof. Yusuf countered the idea that the nation is divided along ethnic lines, arguing that increasing divisions are more socio-economic in nature. He pointed out that the suffering brought on by the current administration's policies affects citizens regardless of their ethnicity, faith, or geographical origins. On insecurity and governance, he commented that the surge in insecurity, despite the change in government and service chiefs, Prof. Yusuf stressed that addressing insecurity requires tackling its underlying drivers such as corruption, poverty, hunger, illiteracy, drug abuse, youth unemployment, and the proliferation of arms. He criticized state governors for contributing to insecurity by withholding funds meant for local government and called for collaborating efforts among governors and local stakeholders to address these challenges. Foreign investment and insecurity. He spoke regarding foreign investment. He expressed concern that insecurity could deter foreign investors. He noted that Nigeria's track record of financial irresponsibility, corruption, and bad governance act as a deterrent to foreign investment. On negotiating with non-state actors, he weighed in on the controversial stance of the Minister of Defense, who suggested that communities can negotiate with bandits. Prof. Yusuf pointed out that the primary purpose of a government is to ensure the security and welfare of the people. He highlighted the failure of a government to protect citizens, forcing communities to negotiate with non-state actors. On state-sponsored militias, Prof. Yusuf expressed worries about states resorting to creating state-sponsored armed militias. He outlined the dangers of this approach, including extrajudicial killings, the emergence of militias more powerful than the police or military, and the potential use to intimidate political opponents. On abductions and school security, he expressed sadness, most especially in the ongoing kidnappings in Zamfara and other states, and disappointment at the government lack of progress, emphasizing the importance of rescuing the victims and enhancing security in boarding schools. On Hado's farmers' clashes, he commented on them. Prof. Yusuf linked the issue to the illegal seizure of pastoral lands in Zamfara and climate change. He suggested that resettling cattle herders and providing resources like pastures, water, and veterinary services could help alleviate tensions. Engaging foreign contractors for security. On the topic of engaging foreign private military contractors, PMCs, to addressing security, Prof. Yusuf noted the historical content but questioned the current benefits. He suggested that foreign assistance, particularly in the form of drones, would be a positive addition. Nepotism and appointment. Regarding the allegation of nepotism in political appointment, particularly those benefiting the Yoruba ethnic group, he criticized President Tinubu's appointment for failing to reflect Nigeria's diversity and called for more balanced representation. On the certificate saga, lastly, Prof. Yusuf addressed the certificate saga involving President Tinubu, alleging forgery, perjury, and identity theft. He emphasized the alleged forgery and identity theft and called for President Tinubu to either apologize and resign or face impeachment proceedings. This interview provides a comprehensive overview of the numerous challenges facing Nigeria and the elder statesman's perspective on potential solutions. Now, this is what I'm going to say. He started from economic challenges and insecurity. Now, let this man know that it is actually his brother. I need to say this. I need to weigh in on this one. You should know that it is your own kinsman that left this country in a deteriorating state. I'm not trying to exonerate everyone here, but coming out to tell him what to do, most especially insecurity, where your brother took a country that we know that it was only Borno. That time I knew. That time, many years ago, we were always hearing about Borno, how the attacks, were situated in Borno. It is always Borno. In fact, there was a place in Borno that we know that it is this place. But your brother came in. I'm sorry, I have to use this, your brother. It is very necessary because they're going to be quick to come out now and start pointing fingers. Now, this your brother came in and ensured that insecurity spread to more than how many states in Nigeria. So you can see now, he made it spread across the country. That time they will come outside and say it has been dealt with. It has been dealt with. Now that was for insecurity. I am also in support of his opinion where he said we should look for the root causes, and it is true. And the underlying root causes are really what he mentioned. For that one, I second them. But you see, on the issue of nepotism, favoritism, not that I'm supporting this government, but his government, his own kinsman, came in and did worse. He put people who be saying no even sabi can, as in they don't even know the A inside the ministry within the. So I'm not going to tell him not to speak on it. Though you don't pass, we say you don't pass, but making carry for mind, say people go talk am like this as I used to talk am. They're going to say it's the way I'm saying it now. Say, oh, guy, when your own brother did there, how did you go about it? Did you come outside and was your voice this loud? Where was this prof when Buhari ruled a colossus in 80s in the country? You see, I never even talk about it. They don't ask question. A time when all security, finance, revenue agencies, education, etc. were occupied by his clan men. What did NNP say the first of officers were from his region, when as Minister of Petroleum, stealing of nation crude oil was a regular basis. A time that birthed kidnappers. A time where the government printed 23.7 trillion naira and borrowed 77 trillion. And no explanation on the project that was executed with the money. Please and please. Alright, on this note, we have come to the end of our news. We say thank you for turning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.